let's go ahead and dive into crypto now. We got plenty of crypto stories there. I heard a story. I think it was from Modern Investor first shared this with me, and well, not directly through. I caught a video from him. He said that I know you guys. We talked about this before the show, so we know. Like, I'll let the viewers guess this number, but there's roughly 20 million of 21 million Bitcoin created at this point or minted. Mm-hmm. Several have been lost. That number keeps increasing on this estimates, but think about it, it's actually in the millions. So here's the exercise here. It's actually up to 6 million that believe is Bitcoin is lost. Now, Patrick, I know that you were a miner. Do you think that this number is accurate? High, low? What do you think?
Based on the numbers I've been hearing, that's high.
Okay.
I heard it was closer to like 3 million to 2 million. And that's only because some people are putting data in that speculates since the Bitcoin hasn't moved, therefore it's lost. So I don't believe that narrative. I think the Bitcoin hasn't moved because the person that owns it is very smart.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, you can look into different addresses and wallets and see the last time an activity happened. So that's where he's saying it hasn't moved, or it's dormant. Like Satoshi allegedly has a wallet full of, I think, 1 million of them of Bitcoin.
Or people say, well, it's never been added to or been transacted since. So there are lots of people who have physical tokens just like this that will never move the Bitcoin off of this physical asset. Why would you do that? It would completely take away from the value of these coins. And so there's so many different assets just like that. They don't put everything in one place. They'll put a Bitcoin, they'll stack it, they'll get another Ballet wallet, they'll stack another Bitcoin, and it won't move for years because that's the nature of what they're doing. So this is probably too high for me, but yeah, that's just too high for me in my opinion, but I'd like to see the data on that, I guess.
Yeah, Dylan, what's your take on it? You think it's closer to 6, closer to 3? And then what's the ramifications of them losing 15 to 30% of the total population?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely sounds high from the numbers that I've heard, but I wouldn't rule it out. I mean, I know if you include Satoshi's 1 million, I had heard around 4, like 3 million lost, and with Satoshi's 1 million, you're around 4 million. Total, 21 million minus that of total Bitcoin ever to be in circulation. But I think what the saying is that, like, if you lose your Bitcoin, you take it to your grave, like it's a gift to everyone else that's a part of the network, because you're permanently removing that from circulation. So it makes, instead of if you own 1 Bitcoin, instead of owning 121 million for the network, right? You own if it's 4 million, you own 117 million of the network.
There is no way Satoshi dies and leaves a million Bitcoin. There's no way. Satoshi is going to do something with that Bitcoin. I'm calling it right now. There will be some kind of release or airdrop or something he will do to give back this money to the community.
But he's already given back to the community by taking it off the market.
Have you guys ever watched Mr. Robot?
Dylan, that's a great perspective. No, I'm still processing Dylan's answer. That was a great answer, Dylan. He is adding a lot of value by locking it up forever.
He is.
But Satoshi, please don't do that. Do something exciting. Like, move it once, or please just do something. I don't care. Just move it one time to a different wallet. Just let us know. Just do it.
Yeah, well, your gift of an airdrop reminded me of Mr. Robot, which is a big scene in that. But there is a company that created eCoin. So it's a very interesting parallel television show that was out there for 4 seasons. I think it was on USA, and it was very good. Very well done. I highly recommend you watching that one. But yeah, if it hasn't moved, it hasn't moved. But we've got 4 more crypto stories. I'm going to group them into a batch of 2 each.